Wike said he's waiting for Supreme Court to speak. Yes, let all of us wait for the Supreme Court, Ambassador Marvin Yobana has said again. This Yobana has started speaking, and I'm sure he's speaking because of what Wike is doing to PDP. It's a very terrible situation. So now, we know that the strength of Wike and Tinubu are not of the lies in the court because the court is in their pocket and the court is playing their bid because he who pays the piper takes the tone. So they have paid the judiciary to a point that they cannot dictate for judiciary. They can do anything they want. That's why they say go to court. Because you could say, there's a normal saying that when you see an armed robber saying that you should arrest him and send him to court, just look at it very well. His brother must probably be the judge. That is what we are seeing here. So Ambassador Marvin Yobana, a former African representative at the World Assembly of Youth, has raised concern about Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory FCT, and his intentions to impeach Rivers State Governor Sir Siminalayi Fubara. Yobana believes that Wike's action as an Ikwere individual would be viewed negatively by the Ijaw people, who have recently elected the governor after 16 years of Ikwere leadership, of course. So he highlighted that Governor Fubara is making efforts to advance the development of Rivers State, but these initiatives are being obstructed by political distractions. Yobana also urged the president to intervene and rein in Wike, suggesting that all parties should await the Supreme Court decision, which Wike is currently anticipating. So he said in an interview with Arise TV, "Let us not forget that Rivers State is a multi-ethnic state, and the governor is from the Ijaw extraction. An Ikwere minister wants to remove an Ijaw governor after Ikweres have ruled for 16 years with the cooperation of all other ethnic minorities in the state. So I don't see this as something that will sit well with the Ijaw extraction in Nigeria, in Rivers State today." So the governor is very busy in trying to ensure that development goes ahead in Rivers State, but he is being distracted by all these political drama. And the governor did say in his last television appearance that there is no price he cannot pay for peace in the state, because this crisis is setting back the hands of the development in the state. So this is what we should be looking at. And I call on Mr. President to call his minister to order, because we are tired of this distraction. He, Wike, says he's waiting for the Supreme Court to speak. Yes, let all of us wait for the Supreme Court to speak. Bagam. Of course, we know that all of these things happen in Rivers State. Wike is the cause, and we can understand where it is coming from. Wike has multiple wars in his front to fight. He's fighting Atiku because he feels Atiku stole his mandate at the PDP presidential primaries. He's fighting PDP governors because they want to remove Damagun and they are tired of his behavior and they are supporting Fubara at one end. He's fighting Fubara because Fubara has refused to remain loyal to him, okay, because his influence was becoming overbearing for him and he couldn't bear it anymore. So now Wike has set up all forms of machineries in the state to make Rivers State ungovernable for Fubara, and are still threatening impeachment. Because even as at today, we've heard Martin Samuel saying that if there's a point to get to, they will still impeach Fubara again. How are you going to impeach him? Who is going to impeach him? Which party do you belong to? You have lost your seat in the PDP because you migrated. APC refused to accept you. So you are floating. So where are you? How are you going to do the impeachment? So the thing here is that we need to watch what they're playing. So now this Ambassador Yobana, Marvin Yobana, has now called on Tinubu to rein in on Fubara and Wike, because Wike's behavior is setting the Rivers State backward. It's distracting the development going on in Rivers State. So we need to rein in on Wike and let Wike stop all this behavior in Rivers State, because it's causing problem in Rivers State. That is it. But will Tinubu listen to him, or will Tinubu call Wike to order? He will not, because Wike is doing his bidding. The plan is to see how APC can take over Rivers State. The plan is that 2027, Wike will rig Rivers State again the way he did for him before. And then Wike will rig FCT for him because he lost FCT in the 2023 election. Those are the things. So Wike has been strategically placed to do all of this, but it's not going to work. But Wike has become, has become notorious in his behavior, and nobody is going to listen to him again. And the only way APC and all of them are surviving is by violence. They will just go and pay thugs to go and start causing problems everywhere, because already technically, or rather technically and tactically, Fubara had dismantled Wike's structure, whether I like it or not. They're only vibrating. They can shout, they can't bite. That is it. So in the comment section, somebody say, which Supreme Court did Nigeria have judiciary? The entire judiciary is dead. Of course, they're in the pocket of Tinubu, Wike, and APC. I have said it before that I will also say it again. Leave the president out of the matter. Go and settle it by yourself. Okay, now you can talk. Good talk. The president came into these issues when it was fresh, but people said he is supporting Wike. But of course, he's supporting Wike now. Up to now, he's supporting Wike. We will know if truly everyone has a price. When the Supreme Court interprets the law on defection, with a court affidavit, of course. There was a court affidavit, and it's a court, and that will be an exhibit that we show before the Supreme Court. And let's see why, with that affidavit and public pronouncement over the TV, then the appeal court and the federal high court in Rivers State will still give judgment to the opposition. It doesn't work that way. So is he waiting for Supreme Court to annul the court affidavit and the letter of defections read on the floor of the House? So a lot of things have happened now. There are documents, even in the plenary. That will be the day we will hear. So we have an affidavit that Martin Samuel will sworn onto on behalf of himself and the rest of the defectors. And there was a letter of defection that was read on the floor of the House of Assembly during plenary. So what else evidence do you want? Somebody says, since you agree, everyone would wait for Supreme Court judgment, after which everyone will be called to order. The president need to intervene. We hear you. Do you know that the judiciary is in the back pocket of these people? He knows he has all other arms of judiciary in his control. Yes, in his back pocket, but not Supreme Court yet. But he must have also got them on his side for him to be saying, let's wait for Supreme Court to speak. Governor, give this case to lawyers who will not mess up. Say, Governor, give this case to lawyers who will not mess up the defection issue, please. The defected lawmakers are buying time waiting for their paymaster to perfect his plot at the Supreme Court. Be wise, Governor. We know, even our governor is aware. One day, both the one man and the Rivers indigenes go hear peace. Of course. So when the problem never reached this level, President Bola Tinubu settled them. But those who are advising Fubara say no way, and Fubara continue to follow them. So let us see the result. Look at your analysis. Now, when Fubara started implementing some of the points in the 8-point agenda, or rather 8-point resolution, Wike refused to adhere to any of them. Who is talking about that? Nobody. People just think that Fubara is a puppet that should be. In fact, the mistake Wike made, and all of them are making, is that Fubara is a puppet and they can do anything they want to do to him. Unfortunately, it's no longer going the way they planned it, and are getting very badly disappointed and infuriated. That is their own. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment as we wait for Supreme Court to make decisions on this matter.